But first, to place last night's tragedy in context, we're joined by Michele Tafoya. She is host of the Sideline Sanity podcast. She was a reporter on Sunday Night Football for many years. She joins us tonight. Sure appreciate your coming on tonight. Those of us who don't cover sports for a living were completely shocked by this. You have covered sports for a living. Were you as shocked as the rest of us?
Of course I was. I've seen a lot of injuries over the course of my close to 3 decades covering the NFL, and they've ranged from spinal to concussion to we covered a coach once who collapsed at halftime. We didn't know, again, if it was life or death. We really didn't know, and we had to cover that story. But nothing like this, and everyone has said it. No one's ever seen anything like it. When you've got a player lying on the field who needs CPR because his heart has stopped beating, that's a terrifying visual. And even more so were the faces of all of his teammates and the players on the Cincinnati Bengals also. I mean, everyone was so distraught. And I'll tell you, they had a much better view and feel of what was going on down there than any of us watching at home. It's a very different environment when you're right there, feeling it, sensing it, watching it close up.
So you told us, I think, 2 relevant and important things. 1, this is not normal. You've done this all your life. You were shocked by it. This doesn't happen all the time. And 2, the players responded as human beings with great decency and reverence for the tragedy they were watching. They prayed. They didn't do anything but that. I felt that was so impressive. I mean, you cover these guys. Were you surprised by that?
Not at all. Not at all. These guys are brothers. They spend so much time together. They're working with each other toward a common goal. They have relationships that we could only hope to have in places like Congress and academia and sometimes even in families. These guys are brothers. They do anything for each other. And so, and then there's the mutual respect among teams. Everyone knows what it's like to get injured, to get hurt, but to watch this, a 24-year-old, I mean, it really wouldn't have mattered if he was 25 or 22, but the fact is this is a young, strong, seemingly healthy man, and you're right to point out we don't know anything more about his background, and we shouldn't speculate. But to watch this young, strong player go down in such a way that was clearly it was not the effect of the hit, it was cardiac, it is really something that they could not get past. And clearly they could not go on with the game. That would just not have been right, and it wouldn't have been possible for any of them to be mentally able to function out there.
Yes, there was great decency on the field from my perspective, and it was just heartening to see that. And I appreciate your take on this. Michele Tafoya, thank you so much.
Thank you.